Good morning, everybody. We are in Traveler 5, Unit 2, Revision for Unit 2. Okay. In this unit, the grammar section is about present simple, present perfect, present perfect progressive, and articles. So, present perfect simple, present perfect progressive, and articles. You will find a full explanation, page 89 and 90. So please open your books, these pages, and follow with me. First of all, let's differentiate between the present perfect simple and present perfect progressive. First, I want you to know something. What's the difference between the present perfect or past perfect, any perfect tense, and past simple? You know very well that both of them, present perfect, past perfect, and past simple, describing actions happened in the past. Okay? Happened in the past. The only difference between them is that the perfect, we don't know what is the specific time. While past simple, we know what time did this action happen. Like, I have traveled, let's say I have been or I have traveled to London. I have traveled to London. It means I traveled to London in the past, but I didn't mention or I didn't know what is the time exactly. So, perfect. Have. But if I said I traveled to London, I have to mention the time. I traveled to London, let's say last summer. So last summer means that you know what is the time. So use the past simple. Again, let's go back to our grammar section. We have the present perfect simple and present perfect progressive, and let's differentiate between them. You can take a screenshot for this slide. In present perfect simple, there is subject, she, he, it, Ahmed, Ali, Khalid, has, or they, you, we, I, and have. Then the verb in the past participle. Past participle. Like see, saw, seen, seen. This is the past participle. Okay, this is the present perfect simple. It's simple, just has and have. Then the verb in the past participle. Look at the present perfect progressive. Subject, which is has, have, which is she or he, it, they, the actors, whatever, the subject. Has or have, the same. Then you have to add been, past participle of verb to be, been. After been, you can add your main verb, but with ing, with ing. She has been traveling. She has been traveling. She has traveled. She has traveled. Okay. We use the present perfect simple to describe finished actions. Finished actions. The kids have played for 2 hours. It's a finished action. They played, they have already played. So you will use the present perfect simple. What if the action didn't finish yet? Unfinished action. The kids have been playing since morning. It means they have playing, they started playing the morning and they didn't stop playing. So you will use present perfect progressive. The kids have been playing since morning. Okay? The second uses for the present perfect simple with permanent action. Permanent action. I have taught English. I, the subject, have, then taught, the past participle of teach. I have taught English for 10 years. for 10 years. Okay, permanent action. But present perfect progressive is used with temporary actions, like I have been teaching this class for 1 hour. For 1 hour, it's something temporary. Okay. Number 3, we use the present perfect simple with to emphasize on result, emphasis on result of the action, the result. When you are talking about the result, not just the action, go for present perfect simple. He has repaired the car. What is the result here? Repaired the car. So use the present perfect simple. He has repaired the car. When you want to emphasize on the duration of the action, not the result, the duration, how long does it take? You will use the present perfect progressive. He has been repairing the car for 2 hours. How long? 2 hours. So you will use the present perfect progressive. He has been repairing the car for 2 hours. Okay, finally, we use the present perfect simple to indicate how many, how much have been completed. Have been completed, the quantity, not just here. How long, the duration. Okay, it has taken 6 years to write this book. To write this book. It, subject, then has, then taking. How many years? For 6 years. Look here. And how many books? 1 book. Indicates how long something has been happening. Duration. How long something has been happening. Look at the example. I have been studying Spanish for a month. A month. So here you will use the present perfect progressive. I have been studying Spanish for a month. Okay? Do we have time expressions for perfect, present perfect simple, or present perfect progressive? Yes, we have. Here, since and for. And please try to differentiate between since and for. I know that you already know, but we have to repeat it for you. Since refers to a specific time in past, specific time. Do you remember the example here? Since, where is it? The kids have been playing since morning. Since morning. Specific time in the past. For, it's always about specific period of time. Days, hour, years. Remember? He has been repairing the car for 2 hours. For 2 hours. So here, the time, specific time for a specific period of time. We also have these adverbs, yet, but we use it with negative sentence and question. I have not visited my grandma yet. And it is at the end of the sentence. Have you visited your grandma yet? Already with positive sentences. With positive sentences. Not negative, not a question. I have already visited my grandma. Never, positive sentence. And remember, never give the meaning of negative, but it comes with the positive sentence. I have never tried Japanese food. I have never tried, let's say, Chinese food. I have never tried Chinese food. So never here in a positive sentence. I have never tried. There is no negative, but the meaning of the sentence is negative. Ever, ever. It comes with a question. Ever. Have you ever been to London? Just the same, just like already with positive. I have just finished my class. Okay? The second rule for this unit is article or articles. We know that we have two kinds of article in this unit, a and or the. A book, an orange, a pen, let's say an airplane, okay? Or the book, the orange, the airplane. When do we use a and an, and when do we use the? We use a and for objects. You know very well that a and the articles in general come before the noun. Okay, so when do we use a and an? For objects that are not specific or one of several things of a similar types, like I need a book. I need a book. It's not specific, just a book. For specific objects or objects that both the speaker and listener know, like can you give me the book on the table? So I and you, the speaker and the listener, they know very well what book we are talking about. Can you give me the book? Number two, we use a and for the first time we mentioned an object, like I saw a movie last night. I saw a movie last night. But when we repeat this noun or object for the second time, we will use the. When we mention the object again, second, third, fourth time, we will use the. The movie is based on a real story. The movie that I watched last night. So the movie is based on a real story. Before names of, use a. Seas, ocean, river, desert, groups of islands, mountain, ranges and countries in the plural. Here we use the, not a. Be careful, we use the. Okay? The, this is for the. Let's say the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Thames, the empty quarter desert. So before names of sea, ocean, rivers, desert, group of islands like the Bahamas, the mountain range like the Alps, and countries in plural, the Black Sea, the Alps, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, use the. Here, when talking about someone's job, my sister is a doctor, so please replace them. Here for the and here for a. Be careful. Seas, ocean, rivers, desert, countries in plural, we use the, not a. Never use a with them. The United Kingdom, the United States, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Don't forget. Not use. Sometimes we don't use any article. Before what? Before name of people. Never say an Ahmad or an Ahmad or the Ahmad. Okay? Streets, cities, Jeddah, Mecca, Dammam, know the. Countries, days of the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Months, magazine, sports, school subject, languages, and meals. Breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner. Okay, never use the or a or an to describe them. Okay, so if you want to repeat them, we will say we use a and an for objects that are not specific, mentioned for the first time, someone's job. use a. The, we use it for a specific object or mentioned for the next time, or with a group of nouns like seas, ocean, rivers, deserts, groups of island, mountain, mountain range, and countries in the plural. Okay, in the vocabulary section, you already gone with the confused word and adjective endings, and here you have two kind of adjectives ending in ing and ed, and they are so easy. Just to refresh your memory, adjective ending in ed described the feeling or attitude one experience, like bored. I am bored. This is my feeling. I am bored. Okay? I am interested in. I am interested in reading books, for example, ed. Okay? I was scared. I was scared. Okay? This is my feeling. Adjectives ending in ing describe what or who caused the feeling or attitude, like interesting, causing interest, interesting. Let's say this book is very interesting. It's an interesting book. It's an interesting book. So I was interested to read it. Be careful that we say impressed but impressive, scared but scary. I am scared because the movie was scary, not scaring. I'm impressed because his speech was impressive, not impressing. Okay? Finally, we will end up with the writing section, and it was about describing a place. You will find it in page 25. Remember, in exam, you will be asked to write two topics or two writing tasks. One will be guided, 7 marks, and the other is free, 5 marks. Okay, so number one, the first writing task was an email, and here the second writing task for the unit. Unit 1 was describing a place. And I want to revise with you the main tips or main rules to write an essay or article about describing a place. First, you will start with introduction, and in this introduction, you will give general information about the place you are going to describe. Then refer to what makes the place interesting or why you are going to write about it. Then the main parts, 2 or 3 paragraphs. In this paragraphs, you will describe the place, the site, and things to do. Give your impression and or describe your feelings, and you will conclude it. You will end it with a conclusion. In this conclusion, you will summarize your opinion by making general comments or giving your feeling. Okay, since we still have time, we will go to the round up of Unit 1 and 2, Module 1. It will be on page, let's check with you, 28. Okay. C, as you see here. Okay, I think you will not be able to see the screen. Okay, please open your book, page 28, section C. Choose the word or a phrase that produce, a grammatically correct sentence. What Are you thinking? Have you thought? Do you think or have you been thinking of our new apartment? So here something general, truth, fact. What do you think? What is your opinion about our new apartment? So yes, the answer is C. What do you think of our new apartment? Okay. Tim, over time lately. From the word lately, it's something, related to perfect. Okay. Tim works, or Tim has been working, or Tim is working, or Tim worked. Yes, has been working. Okay. Number 3. There is only Tim left before the plane takes off. Hurry up. Time. What's the perfect word to choose before time? A little, hardly any, few, or a few. Yes, for sure, a little. Sandra won't go to school today because she has fever. She has the fever, little fever, or a fever, or nothing. Yes, fever, we will go with a fever. My grandmother has been in the hospital for 10 days, but I haven't visited her. What? Yet, already, since, or before. Here we have a negative sentence. Yes, yet. I haven't visited her yet. This is the 3rd time I have been traveled, or have traveled to Italy this year. Yes, have traveled. This kind of, quite a lot. This kind of furniture cost, or furniture costs, or furniture's cost, or furniture's cost. Yes, easy. 1, furniture costs, because it is furniture, uncountable. It will goes with present simple, costs. I enjoyed the trip to Edinburgh. A lot, plenty of, or much. I enjoyed the trip. A lot, excellent, a lot. B. I am afraid the news is disappointing, is disappointed, are disappointing, are disappointed. So it's the news. I'm afraid the news. Our team lost all 3 games in the playoffs. So news. For sure it's not are, because it's uncountable. Okay, so we will say is. So I'm afraid the news what? Is disappointing or disappointed. The news itself, not me, not the. So yes, go with is disappointing. The news is disappointing, and I am is disappointed. I in a lake since I was 6 years old. Since, so it's perfect. Okay, so don't swim, didn't swim, haven't swum, or haven't been swimming. So it's perfect. You will choose haven't swum or haven't been swimming. But are we talking here about duration? No, it's not duration, it's about the result itself. So we will go with the present perfect. C. I haven't swum in the lake since I was 6 years old. By this, we come to the end of our class. Please be safe, take care, and stay at home. See you tomorrow.